Good morning, students. Let's start with the new chapter, that is acids, bases and salt. You all know, children, that our tongue is a sense organ and we can distinguish a wide variety of tastes. Whatever we eat, we can distinguish very easily the taste. And these tastes can be grouped as sweet, salty, sour or bitter to taste. Here some substances are given in the table, and I think you all can very easily classify these substances. Now for example, you have got lemon, tamarind, unripe mango, vinegar. What are these? These all are sour to taste. What about baking soda? Baking soda, if you take a little bit of baking soda and you taste it, you will see that it is bitter in taste. So on the basis of this, we can classify the substances into three types, basically acids, bases and salts. What are acids? First of all, let's move on to acids. Acids are sour in taste and corrosive in nature. You all know sour. Sour means khatta, and corrosive in nature means anything which can destroy another substance when it reacts with it. So most of the acids, children, they are very corrosive in nature. If you put an acid in any metallic container, it will slowly start corroding it. Okay, that means it starts eating away and that metal will get destroyed after some time. So corrosive, acids are corrosive in nature. Bases, they are bitter to taste and soapy to touch. We will study about this in detail in this chapter only. And then we come to salts. Salts, they are neutral. They are neither acidic nor they are basic. And salts are formed when acid reacts with a base. Now, when we talk about acid can be classified into two types. Okay, one is the organic acids and the second one is inorganic acids. Now, organic acids are the acids which are naturally occurring. They occur naturally and we get them from animals and plants. Whereas inorganic acids, these are also called as the mineral acids. Okay, inorganic acids, they are also called as mineral acids and these are obtained synthetically. That means they can be made in the laboratories. Like the example is organic acids. Organic acids, I told you, which are present in animals. They are naturally occurring. Okay, like for example, if we take lemon contains which kind of acid? It contains citric acid. Okay, so it is natural. Apple contains malic acid. Okay, apple contains malic acid. So what are these? These organic acids, they are weak acids, and since they are naturally occurring, we can eat it. But that is not the case with inorganic acids. Inorganic acids, they are very corrosive in nature. We cannot taste it and they are very harmful. Okay, so in this table, children, see some acids, some natural sources of substances are given and the acids present in them is given. You will have to learn this this table. Like orange and lemon, which acid do they contain? They contain citric acid. Milk contains lactic acid. Vinegar contains acetic acid. Apple contains malic acid. Okay, so in this way you will have to learn these acids. Which fruit or which food item contains what kind of acid. So the most of the fruits and some of the common food items that we eat are sour in taste. And the sour taste of all this, vinegar, lemon, milk or curd, it is because of the acid which is present in them. So the acids are the chemical compounds which have a sour taste, and the materials containing an acid, any food material or material which contains acid, it is called as acidic substance. Okay, so all acids, they contain hydrogen atom, and which is aqueous solution are present in electrically charged form called the ions. So what are ions? Ions are the charged atoms or group of atoms. About these ions you will study in class 9. So there is no need to go in detail about this. Okay. We will move on to strong and weak acid. Some acids are very strong. Okay. Now the strong acid, that is the acid which produce more hydrogen ion. More hydrogen ion. Most of the acid, they contain hydrogen ion. Like for example, HCl. You can see HCl contains hydrogen ion. Hydrogen ion. H2SO4. What is H2SO4? HCl is hydrochloric acid. H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. It again contains hydrogen ion. So the acid which produce more hydrogen ions, जिसमें ज़्यादा हाइड्रोजन आयंस होंगे, and dissociate completely on dissolving in water. That means dissociate means break up हो जाते हैं. When you dissolve them in water, it will completely break up. So these kind of acids are called as strong acids. Okay, they are called as strong acids. So what are strong acids? The acids which contain hydrogen ion, and when we dissolve it in water, they will break it, they will dissolve in water. Okay, they are called as strong acids. Example is sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid. Then whereas the acids which produce less hydrogen ions, they produce less hydrogen ions and they do not dissociate completely. Okay, that means they do not break up completely. They are called as weak acids, like acetic acid, lactic acid. The ones which is acetic acid is found in vinegar, so they are weak acids, so we can consume them. Lactic acid is found in milk, it is weak acid, we can consume it. But strong acids like sulfuric acid and hydrochloric acid, we cannot taste it. Clear, children? Then organic and inorganic acids, just now I explained. The organic acids contain carbon as a constituent and is found in living things. Organic substance contain, they are found in plants and animals, like citric acid found in lemon. Okay, then you have got formic acid, acetic acid. They all are naturally occurring acids and they are weak acids. Okay, organic acids are naturally occurring acids as well as they are weak acids. And inorganic acids, they are, on the other hand, they are prepared from the minerals present in the earth's crust. That means the whatever minerals are present in the earth crust, they are prepared from that, and they are artificially prepared in industries like sulfuric acid, nitric acid. Okay, and you can see all these in your chemistry lab. Just now I told you they are extremely corrosive, so they should not be tasted, they should not be even touched also with the hands. Clear? And acids, when we dissolve these acids in water, it dissociates into cations and anions, and their solution conducts electricity and they behave as electrolytes. That means when you dissolve acid in water, it will dissociate into cations. Cations are groups with positive charge. Okay, about this also you will study in later classes, children. For the time being, you just understand that cations have got positive charge and anions have got negative charge on them. Okay, so when you dissolve acids on dissolving in water, okay, they break up into cations and anions, that is positive charge and negative charge. For example, one example is given here, HCl. When you break HCl or dissolve in water, it will convert into hydrogen is a cation, and then chlorine is a anion. So it will break into positive cations and negative anions. So it is called as, and when they are in water, they will behave like electrolyte. So for today we will wind up, children. The rest we will continue in the next class. Thank you and be safe.